Welcome back to Just Fantastic Craft channel. Today we're breaking a ship apart in Graveyard Ship Simulator 2. The Graveyard Ship. What would that even entail? Like you would drive a ship that is a graveyard? Or because this is ship graveyard, not graveyard ship. Graveyard ship. Graveyard ship. I am still thinking what that would entail. Like what? As I said, what would you do? You drive a ship around. Okay, that's the first part of the main task. And then what? You go around baying people, or collecting garbage, and or destroying. No, you wouldn't really destroy stuff. It isn't in the name. This is ship graveyard, so yeah, this is the graveyard for ships. The other one is a moving graveyard on a ship. Huh? Language is interesting. Languages are interesting. Like there are more than one way to say a thing. In many ways, a word can have more than one meaning. In English, usually it is straightforward. The heck is those? It's too heavy. What do you mean it's too heavy? Oh, it's exactly too heavy. That's what you mean. It was because I was like, these are only 2 kilograms. Come on, you can't pick at least one of them up. No, you couldn't. You really couldn't. Now that I have collected these, like if anybody knows about ships or something, be happy to tell me. I would answer. And any knowledge is good knowledge. Well, not any knowledge, because that wouldn't entail any knowledge, and that and some of the knowledge isn't that great to have. Not that, as I said, not that any knowledge is bad knowledge, it's that some knowledge is better. Well, not known. I am missing something. This room. What is in this room? Drum roll, please. Wait, I went into this room. Let's go up for a second. I went all throughout the ship. Yeah, there aren't any ship quarters here, or a thing. A thing? Yes, a thing. Because this ship is just a... These ones are the filling ones. I'm guessing that's what they do. They get filled with liquids. Fluids like oil and stuff. But this one is a mystery. I haven't been in there. Let's break the wall. Not that one, this one. Because this is my only way to enter this room. What is inside? What is behind? Not door number 1, but wall number 1. We're about to find out after I cut these out. And after this short little advertisement break. No, it isn't an advertisement. Engines! I like engines. They're cool. Oh, there was a way to get in here. Ah. Then, why do you keep things in here? Questionable decisions and stuff, but that is just a questionable decision. That's a hole. I see. I am now stuck, kind of, not really. I just jump out of the ship. Throw this garbage away. Almost said cabbage. Throw this cabbage away. I don't want to throw a cabbage away. It's perfectly good cabbage. Okay, I jump down here. I see a door leading to a room. I don't know what is in there. Let's break everything. Let's break the walls. Breaking the walls will take me to the room that I don't know what is behind, without using any explosives. Which this is a tip for you that you can use. Just break the wall at this point. Door won't stop you if there is no wall. That's just an equipment room, okay. I mean, it's cool. It's something that has to be in a ship. And there is a bunch of stuff in the wall. This is just buried in the wall. What is it, emergency supplies or something? You're not allowed to distribute those supplies to the crew unless something bad happens. Like, these are just straight up buried in the ship. Again, this could be simulating me finding something on the ship. Because this room is entirely closed off. There are hoses and stuff, but how did anyone put this in here? There is no walls, no doors. There are only walls, no doors. And somebody has to be fired for this little blunder. I'm guessing that I wanna jump out. No, didn't mean to do that. Okay, there is a room here, but I don't know. Oh, this is the room with the equipment. Okay, let's just make myself a way inside the ship because I don't want to be stuck out here forever. And then we're going to the top deck and starting to actually cut some stuff up. Like pipes and stuff, because that's what we really need to remove. Because the first thing we need to crane out is actually on this level up here. And it is back over this way. It's not up there. It's in here. In here. And it was in one of these rooms. Not this one, not this one. I remember it vaguely being in here. Nope. I guess I'm mistaken. Hello? Ah, here it is. But to reach that, I really need to remove the floor roof thing. And to remove the floor roof thing, I need to start by removing these upper levels. Not that this one really matters right now. I need to start removing these pipes and stuff. Let's try and do this the fast way. The cheap way? It's not really cheap to be doing this, but I break this one. I continue breaking the ones that are connected to the ground. I should be able to just delete those. Just break them down. Can I reach this from here? I can, technically. This pixel right here is my pixel. So this is now floating off from one side, yes. Then it is gonna start floating from the other one, because I don't know if these two pipes are connected. Let's cut down the small ones first, and then we shall work with the big ones. Although the big ones are kind of in my way, but I can't really do anything about it. Other than just chop them out. If I break the floor, now here's the question, if I break the floor, would these pipes all fall down? Don't know. Don't really want to bother finding out that. I will find it out eventually. I mean, I could just start breaking the floor, because due to logic of how this game's floors, walls and stuff works, this should technically be possible to be broken by just me being dumb and cutting the floor up. And the walls, but floor? Yeah, floor and downstairs walls. These ones are cut out. Let's go on to the other side. Not onto the other side. Let's throw these away while I can. Imagine if that actually hit the truck. I would be absolutely amazed with my performance. Okay, so these are the last ones that are connected to the ground. At least last pipes of these, of the small ones. Come on. Aim correctly. Get this. Get this. Delete this. Nope. These are all floating. Yep, these are floating. Okay then, big boys now. Okay, let's remove all the big boys as parts. And if that doesn't work, I guess they're attached to the floor somehow. And then we break the floor. And the roof. And everything that is connected. Anywhere near those parts. We'll remove them all. And then everything will be okay. Because they will have no way of standing up. Because I'm thinking that these could technically be connected to the other ones. That is my reasoning behind cutting out these. Although I don't see that and don't imagine it, but it could be. There is no way of me knowing what is connected to what in each and every way in each and every game. Especially in this one where from time to time it's weird as all hell. The 1 FPS, the dream. I couldn't record that. Beautiful. I was just thinking, if I remove the bottom floor, would everything in the ship collapse? By everything I mean everything. Nope, these are just floating now. These pipes are literally floating. I don't care about you. Let's start beating rivets out. I need to get in. I need to remove this top walkway, this catwalk. It needs to go. Nobody likes it. Nobody loves it. Nobody has any particular feelings about it, to be honest. But I just decided to remove it. Just now, I did it. I decided to remove this piece of steel mesh wire thing. Mesh wire? It's not a piece of mesh or wire, it's just a grate. A metal, simple metal grate. Made out of iron, I guess. Are you made out of iron? Yes, you are made out of iron. Good to know. I am looking for iron. I just wasn't sure whether you were made out of iron. Because this is made out of iron, but these are not. These are made out of low alloy steel. Which is not something that I know anything about. Low alloy would suggest that it uses less components, like for it becoming an alloy. Not less components it just uses a more, probably it uses less carbon with the same amount of iron that is used. Because even if I'm stupid, I do know that steel is a combination of carbon and iron. I don't know how exactly, and I know that it's in high heat, in a very high heat, and that box is over there. That is quite a ways away, to be honest, that I missed, but no can do right now. All I need to focus on is beating out rivets, because the rivets are not being liked by anyone, and that way I can break all of these things, get my monies, upgrade my tools, become better at my job, do my job faster, And I guess that's it. That should be it. Just beat out all the rivets. The only thing I'm wondering about is whether this will fall due to me having a floor. Although in this game, as I have proven to myself again and again, everything is held up by these walls. If I remove these walls, nothing will be holding that piece up anymore, so it should just fall down and not make any fuss. This catwalk should just fall down. I missed a thing. Oh, up there. These two are now removed. Now all I have to do is beat out these ones. And soon everything will fall down and be glorious. Okay, and with this. Yes. And with this the whole top part falls down. Just as expected. We're gonna throw this above that column apparently. And step 1 is achieved. Make the catwalk fall down. All these stairs and tubes and stuff. But I can walk on top of the pipes right now. I don't exactly need to nor want to walk on top of them. But it is better to be able to than to, well, not be. Imagine how long this would have taken in... Actually no, don't imagine that. I'm gonna tell you how long this was taking in the early game when I didn't have any unupgraded box and or other stuff. Because I do tend to find it I do tend to break all of the walls to see the floor above me, technically the roof, fall on top of my head. That is what I enjoy in this game. It is beautiful, it's a nice and fun moment, it is enjoyable, it makes a nice noise I think, and I like watching all the parts fall. And then I have to go and collect each and every single one of them. Or I could just leave them. I don't know, I really haven't seen this game lag, other than the one time when well, it does lag from time to time, but the lag is not really that much of an issue. Like, the lag that is usually happening is when I break a part that has a bunch of pieces connected to it, like the ones that you have to remove with the welding torch and then break. Because there are like 9 to 10 parts in a single piece of wall, the game is like, oh no, I have to physics. And then it kind of shits the bed there for a moment. But that is usually not the case. And the only other time, and well, since I do tend to remove whole sections of the roof, like on the whole ship, at once, together, yes, it does tend to lag from a moment, but haven't really made the game crash yet. I don't think I will be able to make the game crash, since I managed to took down the whole building once on the biggest, like the biggest ship that I was in previously deconstructing, let's put it that way. I managed to remove the whole wall on the first level of the cabin level, after removing everything safely, you know, after removing all of the different craneable items that will break if I don't send them on their own with the crane. That did break, and it did lag. I reached the famous 1 FPS that I keep speaking of, but that was it. It just lagged. It gave me 1 FPS, And there was a boatload of garbage on there. How much is a boatload? I do tend to use that term, but how much is how much load is a boatload? Like, is it a 1 ton, 20 tons, 0 tons, few kilograms? Like, is this a boat? Is this This is a ship, I know that, but it is still technically a boat, so a few thousand tons of oil, is this a boatload? Is this 6 tons in my truck that shouldn't really be able to carry it a boatload? How much is a boatload? I don't really need to check out how much exactly is a boatload, but that will be a different story for a different time. For now, thank you for joining me, and have a great day.